Good day and welcome to another slow and steady video here on the channel. My name is KT and today is still Trucking Tuesday. Do you know, I was pottering around this morning and I've seen a notification on my Discord from Sedesco saying that they've dropped a new trailer called Truck Driver the Dutch Connection. Now they've been teasing this over the last couple of weeks with some windmills. I thought perhaps it might have been some DLC, but no, it turns out, well, let's go to the trailer. It really super confused me. Initially, I thought it was quite cryptic because it starts off showing the 2019 Truck Driver, then it cuts to the gold edition of Truck Driver, then it shows the American Dream. And so I thought, well, okay, is this a crossover? Is this some sort of crossover? And then it shows Truck Driver the Dutch Connection with like a European truck just running across with some windmills in the background, very sort of Netherlands type thing. And so I had to do some digging. I didn't really have a clue. I thought this was DLC, so my bad completely. Let's dive into it. This is obviously hot news, and this is one of our key genres, so of course we're going to be talking about it. Truck Driver heads to the Netherlands. Inspired world in a bold new entry, the Dutch Connection. Truck Driver heads to the Netherlands. Inspired world in a bold new entry, the Dutch Connection. Hello truckers, a brand new journey is about to begin. We're so thrilled to announce Truck Driver the Dutch Connection, the next big step in our trucking series, developed once again in partnership with Kodai. This brand new title will make its debut this fall, so this autumn, on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S. Get ready for an unforgettable haul through the alternate world inspired by the Netherlands and other iconic European regions. Drive through wide countryside views, charming towns and cultural landmarks you'll instantly recognise, including the Dutch windmill featured in our brand new trailer. Truck Driver the Dutch Connection introduces a completely fresh story with new, memorable characters, heartfelt relationships, and challenges both on and off the road. You'll still be able to enjoy the relaxing freedom to roam mode, now more immersive than ever thanks to the Unreal 5 and ray tracing technology. We can't wait for you to see more. Over the coming weeks, we'll reveal an official release date and some gameplay footage. Keep an eye out. So there we go. It's going to be on the Unreal 5. Of course, we know the Unreal 5 is on the American Dream, and I was not a fan of that game. I was not a fan of that world. I was not a fan of the narrative that went on between those characters, and I couldn't resonate with it. And sadly, it's not on here on the channel. But I think Truck Driver Gold, I've always liked the original 2019 Truck Driver, and boy, does that have some problems. So to think that they're launching a new game in, where are we now? August, September, October? 2 months? 3 months tops? Is really quite surprising, especially with some of the AI problems that we have over on the Gold Edition, the rain that we have. And yeah, I appreciate they've got to make money, so they're going to be pushing the game out, and they've probably been working on this since the American Dream. To be fair, my concern is that the American Unreal 5 engine. So I'm hoping it's not really glaring colours and big, huge spinning icons, and if it's got a narrative story that is, I'm afraid. What I really worry about is these trucking games, because you've got Road Truckers that's moved into the RPG space, and you've got now Sedesco moving into the narrative, space, which is that's not me making up things. That's what's happening. Your Road Truckers is going to an RPG, cartoony style, and you've got Sedesco now going to a narrative story with a free roam, of course. And some people dig that, right? Some people really dig that, and that's completely fine. But I grew up around trucks. I was around trucks from 5 or 6 years old upwards. The smell, the sound, and I then went on to drive, of course, double deckers and coaches, and I'm around big vehicles, and I have a big passion for realism and sound and tires, and just air brakes and jake brakes, and just the sound of the trailer, as when you wind the window down, all this immersion. And I worry that the console market is becoming this, and there's a reason for this, right? But it's becoming like this arcade space type thing. I'm not saying they're arcade games. It's not 18-wheeler or nothing, but that's my concern. And I think, I play American Truck and Euro Truck on my Steam Deck. And it's good, but it's again, there's lots of things that they can bring in there. But with the mods really do make those games. But the console market is I don't want it to be, and I'm going to say this word, but it's not right. I don't want it to be trucking games on the consoles are a bit of a joke. I think there's other people out there pushing the genre, and I guess it's just me. It's a me problem. It's a me problem. I want realism. I want sound. I want smells. I want, I want really nice drop-offs. I want interesting loads. I want, so, and I think one of those problems is that it's probably money. It's money, whether it's indie companies or double A, or I'm still new all this YouTubing. I don't know like the other creators know, but that's my opinion. Opinions are like assholes, and we all have them, and that's mine. There's a massive space here to get realism onto the console, and my only hope, really, aside from on the road, heavy cargo, the guys over there are doing terrific jobs, I think really it's going to be this Australian truck driver. Take your time, if you do come across my video and you get this far into it, then take your time, release it next fall, whatever, just just take your time with it. There's a huge space here. There's a lot of people that well, maybe there's a lot of people that really want a decent trucking game. Something that they can run skins on their trucks, or they can slowly build up an enterprise, or they can, have this beautiful fleet of trucks. Have maybe some 4-player lobbies where they can do some convoys or shifting over continents. One of the interesting things about this being in the Netherlands is perhaps they can push into new countries. Albeit it won't be a realistic take on the roads as such, but it be a nod to those countries. So, I do wish truck driver Sedesco all the best, and no doubt we'll jump on it. It's a key genre here on the channel, and I want to be covering the trucking stuff. We don't cover many genres here. Wild West, which I love, the shooting, the tactical side of shooting, which I love, and trucking. It's only 3 genres, so I want to step up and I want to have an opinion, and I don't want to be this super bitch who is just kind of going, and pulling all these games apart. That's not cool. Nobody wants to hear that. And everybody has a right to make the game that they want, because there's a market out there. There's going to be a market for these RPGs, and there's, the trucking RPG, the road truckers. There's going to be a market for this narrative, and there's going to be a market for the people who just want to do free roam. I think I fall in the market that I want a realistic trucking game, and that may be the PS6. It might be the next generation of consoles, but we've seen what the PS5 can do with large developers, and I think my hope is still there, and I guess that's it from me. If you want to leave a comment, then great. Give your opinion, because as we always say on the channel, opinions. Everyone has an opinion, right? But that's me. That's Sedesco's pitch. That's their new trailer, which super confused me. I think I might go over and delete my comment because it doesn't make any sense up on the video. And that's me, and that's my thoughts. And I look forward to hearing yours. But take it easy. Trucking Tuesday. There's a video up on the channel. It dropped today. Yeah, definitely. My worry is, and I am going to go, is the fact that there's still so many problems on both games, really. But so many problems with the AI And of course, well, let's remember that was Unity, and they're working on Unreal 5, or was it Unreal 4? I told you I'm new at this stuff, so maybe there won't be. Maybe I'm just going to go. I'll love you, leave you. If you like the video, smash like. That would be super cool. If you want to be part of the SAS crew and you enjoy trucking and Wild West, chilling out and fishing, which probably I'm going to do tomorrow. If you enjoy tactical shooters, then hit like, stick around, get involved, and but much love to you, your mum, your dog. I'm gonna go. Right, I'll see you next one. Take it easy. See you soon. Take care. Bye.